Two people start the same job on the same Monday in 2026. Same desk, same salary, same nervous smile on the first day. Call them Maya and Marcus. By 2035, their lives don't just look different, they look like they came from different decades. And the thing that split them wasn't talent or luck or a rich uncle. It was one quiet choice, made in a year when almost nobody was paying attention. I'm going to show you that choice, and the exact 10-year timeline it plays out on, so that when your moment comes, you already know which person to be. First, the clock. In December 2020, Jupiter and Saturn met in an air sign and flipped a 200-year dial, out of an age of land and factories into an age of information, networks, and machine intelligence. Astrologers call it the air era. You don't have to believe in planets to feel the timing. 2 years later, in November 2022, a chatbot called ChatGPT arrived, and the machine climbed out of the lab and onto every desk on Earth. The clock had already turned. Maya and Marcus were just about to find out what that meant. And 2026 to 2035 is the whole story. 4 seasons of one long storm. Let's walk it. 2026 opens loud. Jupiter, the planet of money and expansion, is at its strongest in 12 years, and you can feel it. AI valuations soaring, every company stamping AI on the box, money everywhere. Under the noise, though, the ground is already moving. Goldman Sachs had put a number on it. 300 million jobs worldwide exposed to automation. 2/3 of all jobs touched to some degree. Not erased. Changed. Here's the split. Marcus looks at the hype and thinks, it's a bubble. It'll blow over. I'll wait. Maya looks at the exact same news and thinks, this is my free run, and starts spending 20 minutes a day learning the AI tools in her field while using them is still optional. That's it. That's the whole choice. It costs nothing, and in 2026 it looks like nothing. Remember that. 2027 is the turn. Saturn, the planet of hard reality, changes signs, and the abstract becomes a number on a payslip. This is the year AI stops being a headline and becomes a fact in the job market, and we already have the receipts. In 2025, Stanford economists tracked the largest payroll processor in America and found it in the data. Workers aged 22 to 25 in the most AI-exposed jobs had seen their employment fall 13%, while older workers in the very same fields kept growing. For entry-level software developers, the drop was closer to 20%. Marcus is still waiting, but the junior rungs of his ladder are quietly being sawn off beneath him. The predictable take this input, make that output tasks are exactly what the machine learned first. Maya, meanwhile, isn't doing those tasks anymore. She's the one directing the AI that does them. Same 2 people. 1 year. The gap opens. Then 2028 and 2029. The grinding. Saturn walks through a hard Marshall sign, and the world does its unglamorous homework. The squeeze climbs from entry-level up into the middle of the org chart, the mid-level jobs that used to feel safe. This is the part nobody films. But hidden inside it is the good news almost every scary headline leaves out. The World Economic Forum ran the numbers across 1,000 employers. Yes, 92 million jobs displaced by 2030, but 170 million created. A net gain of 78 million. The catch is skills. Nearly 40% of what your job needs will change, and around 6 in 10 workers will need real retraining this decade. And look where the growth is. Not in the cloud, on the ground. The single fastest growing job in America this decade is home health and personal care. Millions of new roles a machine simply cannot fill. Skilled trades, care work, and the brand new human plus machine jobs are booming. So Marcus, finally feeling the floor move, starts retraining. Later than he'd like, but he starts. Maya's already there. The lesson of these 2 years is brutal and simple. The people who reskill on purpose are the ones still standing in the 2030s. 2030 to 2032 is the hinge of the whole decade, and for AI, it's the reckoning. The heaviest signatures of the 10 years land at once. Jupiter poisoned by Rahu, institutions tested. Jupiter opposed by Saturn, vision against hard limit. On the ground, it becomes a war over one thing: what's real. We can already see it coming. In 2025, deepfake fraud losses in the U.S. hit $1.1 billion, and deepfake attacks jumped over 2,000%. Humans can spot a good fake only about a quarter of the time. The World Economic Forum now ranks AI-driven misinformation as the #1 short-term risk on Earth, 2 years running. So this is the messy middle. Some over-automated companies stumble and quietly rehire real people. Regulators scramble. The hype and the fear both peak. And here's who wins it. Not the fastest, the trusted. When no one can tell what's real, the person who can verify it, judge it, and put their name on it becomes priceless. That's what Maya has quietly become. Marcus is catching up and protecting his mind while he does it, because this is the hardest stretch for everyone's nerves. Hold on to this. It's a passage, not a destination. It has an end date, and the end is a dawn. 2033 is the last hard mile, the old order finishing its collapse, a new digital one taking its place. Then, 2034. Jupiter comes home to its own sign, and the whole mood of the world lifts. For AI and work, this is the truce. Regulation finally catches up. The dust settles into a new normal, not human or machine, but human with machine, clearly and legally, everywhere. Whole careers that didn't exist in 2026 are ordinary now. Remember, the net story was always growth, tens of millions more jobs than we started with. So, where are they? Maya runs a team, half people, half AI, and doesn't fear a word of it. And Marcus? He made it too. He lost 2 hard years to waiting, but the door never fully closed. He retrained, he adapted, and by 2035, he's rebuilt. That's the real mercy of this story. The storm is survivable. It's just so much kinder to the ones who move early. So here's your whole decade on one page. The 4 rules that make you Maya, not Marcus. 1. Learn the AI tools in your field now, this year, while it's still optional. 2. Climb the value ladder toward judgment, taste, relationships, and responsibility, away from predictable output. The World Economic Forum says the single most wanted skill of this decade is analytical thinking. Be that person. 3. Build a durable second skill the world will always need humans for. A trade, a caring profession, a human plus machine craft. 4. Become the trusted human, the one who can verify, decide, and be accountable when nobody else can tell what's real. Do those 4, and I doesn't replace you. It's the reason people need you. Now, this is the world's timeline. Your own chart shows how it lands on you, which of these years press on your career and money, and which ones quietly open the door. That's where it stops being a forecast and starts being personal. Get your free birth chart and reading at askthera.com and see exactly where your work life sits in the next 10 years. If this gave you a clearer map of AI and your work, follow and subscribe. And I'll help you walk the whole decade, year by year.